Once I achieved a certain level of what I was conditioned to think was going to make me happy, you know, the home, the picket fence, you know, good neighborhood, you know, I'm in the right tax bracket, making some money in the bank, and there's still something inside of me that's not complete. There's something that just like, and this is the primal piece that I think that my judgment men are waking up to. Men are coming to that space where, guess what? I've achieved something, but like, okay, this is what I was taught was going to make me happy, but I'm not happy. That's the level right there. That's like, you know, we talk about in the New Warrior Training in MKP, the hero's journey. I feel like that's the wake up. Like, whoa, something's not right here. Okay, Neil saw that. Neil had the glitch. He was like, okay, I'm in the matrix. Right. Now, once there's this realization in my judgment, and for me, once there was that realization of, wow, this didn't make me happy, so what is there? Then I feel these were the tools come in handy, because there's a breakdown of the construct. There's a breakdown of the foundation that I was raised into, or whoever's watching this was raised into, that all of a sudden you realize that may not be you, and there's a power within you that you never knew how to access. And for men in culture, it could be we're tapping into an emotion, and the emotion we know is anger. Is there fear that we're going to blow up in that anger? And this is the piece where before we got on the call, Len and I were about to go in on the thresholds, because listen, that's why I love why we're doing this, because we go through it too. Yes. It's not like we're going to stand up on a stage like we're the group, like, you know, we're the almighty. No, we're experiencing this too. We're guides here. We're holding the light because we want men to be able to see and tap into that and cross their threshold. Because, you know, and Len, I'll tap it over to you, but like from my perspective, I was telling Len that, you know, there's certain parts of my life right now where I'm about to step on, I'm on that bridge and I'm going into dense fog. I don't know what the hell is on that other side, man. And it scares the shit out of me. Yes. Now on the back end, I was telling Len, I'm gonna say it. I was telling Len, behind me is the allure of what I can go back to, what I'm trying to get away from. And it's comfy. It's this nice comfy sheets, man. Beautiful thing in the bed. Hey, all right, come on back. Everything's good here, even though it's not.
Don't go. Don't go.
Don't go. Don't stay. Hey. I don't want you to leave. And it's usually the thoughts inside that keep us in that prison that blocks us from the slavery.
Yeah. Yeah. I love your passion, bro. And yeah, we were talking about, we are in it. The bridge is a metaphor for the continued evolution of a man in life. There's always a bridge I need to cross if I'm going to continue to grow and evolve.
True.
Just that program, you know, I'm right on the cusp of entering my 70th year. And so the programming for men in our culture, hey, at 50, you know, hang your cleats up. You know, that's a program. Don't go anywhere else. There's no place else to go. And I see that programming, boy, that program gets activated even beyond 50 today. Today, men stop growing as soon as they get through their 20s. They stop looking inside. Forget 20s. How about that adolescent where we lose that enthusiasm, that dream, that power? And this is not an indictment or a judgment on accomplishing anything in the world. Man is a producer. Part of the primal energy of a man is we want to produce. We want to contribute. We want to create. We want to procreate. We want to co-create. I want to produce. And so here I am going into my 70th decade of life, and the hero's journey for me is one that what you're talking about is getting clearer and clearer on the programs, which in the bridge, we introduce the concept, and it's not our concept, we didn't create it. You know, Don Miguel Ruiz and the whole Toltec storyline of transformation in the series of books, the Four Agreements and all that series. That was the first place I heard, and it really connected because I was in it, of the domesticated man living in a domesticated world. Right? And the domesticated world is the world that wants to program me to be the man that is responsible. And there's responsibility is important, but what and who am I really responsible to? And train to not push back on the restricted structures that are ubiquitous in our culture today. And so the battle is, and you say, okay, what's the restrictive? And if we get into this in the bridge, what's the restrictions for men?
Right.
Restrictions for men at a deeper core level is don't grow, don't go, and don't grow.
Ooh.
Now, if a man really sees that in myself, marriage becomes that, the job becomes that, the relationship to money becomes that. How many men, I've coached thousands of men, Paul, and you've been at this for a while. The CEOs they got it. They got everything in the bank. They got the security. And there is such a missing piece because at one level, they didn't go there and they didn't grow there. They grew externally. Right. So the whole internal journey for a man is the final frontier. And we don't have to wait until retire. And this is where our culture has dropped the ball. Men don't know how to go into eldership and gain power. Men start losing power as soon as they lose value in the world.